RFA Argus is a ship of the Royal Fleet Auxiliary operated by the MOD under the blue ensign. Italian-built, Argus was formerly the container ship MV Contender Besant. The ship was requisitioned in 1982 for service in the Falklands War and purchased outright in 1984 for use as an aviation training ship, replacing RFA Engadine. In 1991, during the Gulf War, she was fitted with an extensive and fully functional hospital to assume the additional role of primary casualty receiving ship. In 2009, the PCRS role became the ship's primary function. Argus is due to remain in service until 2024. As the ship is armed and is not painted in the required white with red crosses, the Geneva Convention prevents her from being officially classified as a hospital ship. Design and facilities. After a 4-year conversion at Harland and Wolff in Belfast, the ship entered RFA service in 1988. Having been initially designed as a container ship, she would have been unstable when unloaded, making her motion at sea uncomfortable or even dangerous. Therefore, her superstructure is deliberately heavily built, weighing some 800 tons, and she has 1,800 tons of concrete ballast carried in former hatch covers, which have been inverted to form tray-like structures. Being a former container ship, Argus does not have a traditional aircraft carrier layout. The ship's superstructure is located forward, with a long flight deck aft. The ship has a small secondary superstructure approximately 2/3 of the way down the flight deck, containing the ship's exhaust funnel. This is used by small helicopters to simulate landing on the flight deck of a destroyer or frigate. For the 1991 Gulf War, Argus was fitted with a fully functional hospital, which has since been modified and extensively augmented with specialist equipment, providing 70 beds. The ship is equipped with an intensive care unit, and can provide medical X-ray and CT scan services. Casualties can be quickly transferred from the deck directly into the assessment area. In recent years, the ship's role as a primary casualty receiving ship, rather than her aviation training duties, has been considered her primary role. In 2007, the ship was refitted with upgraded hospital facilities, replacing the forward aircraft lift with a ramp for emergency exit for hospital trolleys and patients, as well as two 50-man passenger lifts that lead to a new structure erected on the flight deck, generators, and aviation systems. The ship is due to receive an upgrade to its night vision capabilities, enabling the use of WA-64 Apache helicopters, to give an operational life until 2020. Service history. 1990s. Argus entered service with the RFA in 1988, replacing RFA Engadine in the aviation training role. The ship deployed to the Persian Gulf in 1991 for service in the Gulf War, Operation Granby, and also saw service in the Adriatic in 1993 and 1999, supporting British operations in Bosnia and over Kosovo respectively. During this period, Argus operated in part as a LPH. Her unsuitability for this role was a major factor in the commissioning of HMS Ocean. 2000s. During times of war, RFA Argus acts as a floating hospital with two fully equipped wards and mortuary. The hospital was utilized in this way off the coast of Freetown in 2000-01, in support of British operations against the rebel West Side Boys. A program to replace Argus, called the Joint Casualty Treatment Ship, JCTS, was put on hold in December 2001 after passing initial approval. The Integrated Project Team, IPT, managing the project was subsequently disbanded in 2005. Argus was most recently stationed at her home port of Falmouth in Cornwall, England, though being an RFA ship means that she also uses the former naval dockyard on Portland in Dorset, England. In 2003, Argus was deployed again to the Gulf as a primary casualty reception ship during Operation Telic. A 33-ship fleet supported a British amphibious assault of the Alpha Peninsula. In 2008, she deployed to the Middle East to act as a platform for Sea King ASA C-7 helicopters. 2010s. In June 2011, Argus was operating in the Middle East around Yemen. By August, she had returned to Falmouth and was filmed for the film World War Z. Originally, she was to portray the fictional USS Madison, LHD-19, but in the final cut of the film, appeared as UN command ship USS Argus. In mid-May 2012 the vessel, with embarked forces from the Royal Marines and Fleet Air Arm, including an embarked Super Lynx helicopter and the newly formed Humanitarian and Disaster Relief Team, set sail for North America to support potential humanitarian operations during the hurricane season. Their primary mission was to support the British overseas territories should they require assistance in the hurricane season, as well as maintaining the constant Royal Navy presence within the wider region. Before commencing her disaster relief mission, the ship engaged in multinational exercises and celebrations commemorating the War of 1812 with units from the U.S. Navy as part of OPSAIL 2012. In 2013 the ship was used for training with the Augusta-Westland Wildcat, the successor to the Lynx. In 2014 the ship participated in the annual exercise Joint Warrior, practicing medical evacuation and treatment. On October 8, 2014, UK Foreign Secretary Philip Hammond announced that the RFA Argus would travel to Sierra Leone to assist with the 2014 Ebola outbreak. On October 30 of the same year, the vessel docked in Sierra Leone. In mid-2017 Argus was host to 4 Wildcat helicopters from 825 Naval Air Squadron for initial training off the coast of Portugal, which lasted for 3 weeks. A major refit in Falmouth is planned for early 2018. History. United Kingdom. Name, RFA Argus. Namesake, HMS Argus. Launched, 1981. Acquired, February 1982 by the Mod. Commissioned, June 1, 1988. Identification. Pennant number, A135. Call sign, GDSA. IMO number, 782-2550. MMSI number, 233303000. Motto, Oculi Omnium, Eyes of All. Honors and Awards, as the MV Contender Besant, Falkland Islands 1982. Status, Active. General characteristics. Type, Aviation Training/Casualty Receiving Ship. Displacement, 28,081 tons. Length, 175.1 m, 574 feet 6 in. Beam, 30.4 m, 99 feet 9 in. Draft, 8.1 m, 26 feet 7 in. Propulsion, 2 times Lindholmen Peelstick 18 PC 2.5 V diesels, twin propellers, bow thruster. Speed, 18 knots, 33 km per hour. Range, 20,000 nautical miles at 10 knots. Complement. 80 RFA. 50 RN. Part of the Maritime Aviation Support Force. 137 RN Air Squadron personnel, when embarked. 200 nursing and medical staff, when the hospital is activated. Sensors and processing systems, Kelvin Hughes Ltd Sharp Eye Navigation Radar. Armament. 2 times Oerlikon 20 mm/85 Kata on Gambo 1 mountings. 4 times 7.62 mm GPMG's Mk44 miniguns. Seanyat chaff launchers. Aircraft carried, 3 spots for up to 6 medium helicopters, CH-47 Chinooks, Westland Merlins, WA-64 Apache, or Wildcat. Aviation Facilities, 1 aircraft lift from flight deck to foredeck number 2 hangar, 4X hangars. Notes, can carry 4 Merlins or 5 Apaches, it can land a Chinook but it won't fit in the hangar.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.